When I was a young girl, I watched a man get shot right before my very eyes. And I watched him die. And I would have never imagined then that this was not going to be the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I am an addict, and it's a compulsion to destroy my life. The sad reality is drug addiction and alcoholism shatters the hopes and dreams of millions of Americans every day. When I look back on my life, it's hard to imagine that somebody could survive the life that I've lived. It's pretty amazing, and still be here to talk about it.
Grauman became a human torch and endured a private glimpse of hell on her 19th birthday.
On my way home, I got stopped by somebody yelling from a car and asking me if I knew where to get some drugs. And I said yes.
Kristen began to hint at the fact that she was living a fast lane existence. She was hooked on crack, was it? Yes. And you would get drugs. If you brought people to the supplier, you would get yours free.
Yes, that's
You
correct.
picked up two strangers to take them to the drug den where they could buy drugs and where presumably you'd get yours free. What happened on that ride, Kristen?
Fester Mills and James Camilli asked her to take them to a crack house.
Reportedly, they were both upset over some personal problems and were looking to vent their frustrations on someone. Kristen Grauman, who testified yesterday, says that someone turned out to be her.
I keep telling him to stop the car and let me out. And the younger fella said, don't stop, keep going.
Kristen Grauman says she tried to escape from this car by attempting to crawl out the window behind the driver's seat. It was then, she said, that she felt something cold and wet being poured all over her body.
For no reason, the two doused her with gasoline and set her on fire.
When you became engulfed in flames, Kristen, what happened then?
I was out of the car and I was rolling on the street trying to put the flames out.
Were they going out?
No, they weren't, so I got up and started running, and then I fell into a ditch.
The prosecutor has told the jury that Camilli and Mills were involved in an altercation earlier that night and that Grauman was a random victim of their rage.
People said it is a miracle that this young girl is alive. Her chance for survival was less than 4%, but she beat the odds, although she still has a long way to go.
I do believe in God, and I do believe He stood by me, but I don't understand why He let me burn.
I can't undo what was done to my daughter, but I don't want to see this happen to another girl. Never. Once in a lifetime is once too many.
They ruined me for life.
It is an ugly, brutal thing that happened to that young woman, but there is also, I think, a very quiet and vivid lesson in this. You hang around in that crack society, in that illegal drug society, and bad things happen to you, one way or another.
When I got out and I realized how horrible my appearance was, I went further and deeper into addiction and depression. And after that is when I chose to become homeless. I chose not to seek any help. I chose not to be around my family. I chose to hit the streets where the action was, where the drugs were. It was the only thing I knew how to use to cope with things that I couldn't cope with. I had been trained to get high all my life. And getting high and witnessing things that were so horrible and horrific, to get high masked all those fears of feelings. And then when I looked at myself in the mirror for the first time and realized how horrible I had become, that I stayed stoned. I just wanted to die. I didn't have enough courage to just end it, because my attempts were always feeble. You know, I think in my gut I didn't really want to die. I just wanted somebody to show me how to live. Being on the road is just complete freedom. Freedom from everything. Freedom from thoughts, freedom from bondage, freedom from self. It's the best part of my recovery. It's where I find my soul. It's where I talk to my Creator. It's where I find peace deep within my own being. I've always had biker blood. I've always been attracted to the biker lifestyle. I found a clean and sober motorcycle association to build my life with. Within the care of this association, I learned how to love other people, and I learned how to let other people love me as a person and not for what they could get from me. I feel like a small part in God's big universe, but I feel like I'm the best part because I'm on two wheels, carrying the message of love, recovery, and hope to people who are suffering all over the world. And if there's hope for me, there's hope for anybody. If there's anything I can make right out of all the wrong in my life, and that's just helping people to stay on this road to recovery.